we have VSCode hint, tip, and trick of the week. And this one we've mentioned like 18 months ago, maybe a little more. But that was when it was in beta. And now you can actually start using GitHub Copilot for your code. And so there's quite a lot of stuff in here. There's actions, packages, there's a lot of cool stuff. But in the Copilot piece, it really is doing some cool stuff. And when I was working with Scott and even doing stuff with Adam, like you can basically type out a bit of code and it'll guess pretty good on a lot of the stuff. Now, it does read from all these different languages. It doesn't have as much ColdFusion in the GitHub library to read from. But the more I use it, the smarter it gets. And it's getting pretty cool. So like you'll see, just put in a comment here and then start the function. And it can figure out a lot of the other pieces. So it actually reads the comments, and that's actually how it gets the intent of your code. And then a lot of the times it'll guess pretty good code, and I just need to tweak a little bit of it. And I was showing somebody some stuff yesterday. They're like, what keeps doing that? How are you doing that? And it's basically GitHub Copilot was filling in the gaps. But yeah, it's pretty neat. And when you start typing, it gives you like a tab option. So if you tab, it'll complete it. Otherwise, you just keep typing and it'll disappear, or push escape and it'll go away. But it just has some pretty cool options. And yeah, sometimes it gives you some really nice flavors. And it's VSCode extension, but you can use it elsewhere as well. But it's really pretty cool. I mean, and of course it supports all your languages. So when I'm working in Vue and JavaScript, man, it's really cool. It really does just do what you need it to do. So it helped me a lot with that, especially with the linter turned on and everything. It knows what you're using. It does some cool stuff. But it's not the best code ever, but it's getting better and better and better. And a lot of it is just suggesting. But basically 26% of the code that it generates, people will actually accept. So, and Charlie, yes, I am saying it is helping with ColdFusion. So sometimes it'll spit out some really useful ColdFusion, and sometimes it'll think it's like Java almost, and it'll spit out like a Java version of it. So you can take the verbosity out, and it kind of works. But a lot of times it'll guess function names that may not be there because it's not quite the language that it thinks. But it is trying to guess from just the comments and everything. So I've been using it. I actually do like it. It's interesting. But the free trial, after I think today is the free trial's over, so I guess I'm paying for the first month. But yeah, and Adam says in his experience, it confuses CF script for JavaScript about 80% of the time. So,
but Gavin, does it support tag islands?
It'll probably get really confused with tag islands, but maybe I'll think it's JS6 and it'll be fine.
There we go.
So
cool.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, are you done with the?
Yep, I'm gonna just turn it over. So that's our VSCode hint, tip, trick of the week. That was our VSCode hint, tip, and trick of the week, brought to you by Modernize or Die podcast, CFML News Edition, proudly sponsored by Order Solutions. You can see the new episodes every week on cfmlnews.modernizeordie.io or on the Order Solutions YouTube